Greetings friends, Khaios here. Welcome back to the Hippie Let's Play. We are currently on episode 4. When we last left off, we had just built this arena and defeated the deer claps and obtained the bone helm. And I asked all of you if you guys felt it was fitting to use in this playthrough. Got a lot of yeses, a lot of nos, but the majority did say yes, with a lot of hilarious justifications, like, it's not the hand attacking, it's not me attacking, it's their own karma attacking, or we have shadow friends, and I love it. So we're gonna keep it. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. These slimes wouldn't hurt me anyway because of the royal gel, but in today's episode, we're over here for a specific reason as well, and that's going to be coming up here to a sky island right here, particularly a sky lake. And what I'm going to be doing is grabbing a whole bunch of cloud because I'm going to be needing them for an upcoming build, which we'll work on right away at the very beginning of this episode. In addition to that, I'm planning to head over to the coast and we're going to work on getting some tattered cloth so we could summon a whole bunch of new friends. So before we get started on the build, there's one more material that I need to get, and that is copper plating. I'm hoping to get a whole bunch of... Was that? Oh, platinum ore. That's a platinum coin. I was very surprised. I'm hoping to get a whole bunch of copper ore from the extractinator because this world has tin, so this is the only way that I can get a bunch of copper ore. 100 would be perfect because then we could just duplicate it and go from there. We're up to a whopping 6, so I might have to go underground and get some more silt in just a little bit here. While I work on getting this, I just wanted to thank you guys for the feedback on the bus build that is currently to the right. I got a lot of positive comments about it, and some criticisms about like the wheel being too far forward, but something you guys need to keep in mind. This is supposed to be an old like 50s, 60s style bus. It's only got 5 passenger seats, so it's actually a relatively small bus, despite the size next to my incredibly small 3-foot tall character. So that's actually the style of bus that I was going for. It's intentional. So we're up to 27 copper, almost out of the silt and slush that we have. Looking like I'm gonna have to go underground and grab a few hundred more silt. Don't you hate when a teleportation potion just takes you to the surface or someplace you've already been? I have a couple more, thankfully. Alright, hopefully this is going to be enough to get us all the way up to 100 copper ore. It did not, but we did get an amber mosquito, which I could probably sell for a decent amount of gold. Alright, more silt. I'll be back. Alright, nearly 800 of it, which is nearly a full stack. If this doesn't get me all the way, that's going to be kind of sad. We are currently... I deposited them into a chest before I went underground. Never mind. I think we're sitting around 50 copper ore, so I'm shooting to get about 50 here. Let's see how it goes. I had even worse luck with nearly a full stack than I did with a third of a stack. Goodness. We are currently at a grand total of 71. This is a fair bit of a headache. I'm not gonna lie, a fair bit of a headache. Not only did we get it, but I decided to use up the rest of the silt, and I'm glad we did, because we got a 30 proc of gold coins plus some extra money. So yeah, 34 additional gold, and we're actually... Hold still. Chester, hold still. This will push us over 3 platinum coins already. So we're doing pretty good in the money department. I'm actually thinking about making a gold farm anyway. But yes, we finally have enough copper ore to research. And that was a pain in the neck. I'll tell you what. I wanted to do a build at the very start of this video. And look, we had to do so much more. So let me get that copper plating made. Let me get all of the materials made, and I'm going to start our build. However, due to what time it currently is in the day, I am going to have to live stream. So I'm thinking about doing this build on a live stream. So I'm going to go start the stream, and you guys are going to watch a time lapse of what happens during it. If you'd like to join me during one of the live streams and see some of the behind the scenes looks at my videos, as well as other Terraria and Minecraft shenanigans, I am currently streaming in the afternoons around 12 or 1 p.m. Pacific time, including today, which is just a few hours after this video releases. My goal is to get a few more daily live streams in during the last few days of March to try and cover the cost of rent from my time away from the office in January and February. Thanks to the extreme generosity of my viewers, I'm about halfway to that goal, so I want to give a massive thank you to everybody that's helped out so far. If you'd like to help out in a way that scores some additional rewards, including your names in the credits of my videos, be sure to check out my Patreon page, which is linked in the description below, or you can become a YouTube member. Even if you're unable to help out financially, I would love to see you all at the live streams. In addition to working on the Hippie Let's Play, I'm also designing an escape room to trap my friends in. And if you'd like to see me play some non-Terraria content, be sure to subscribe to my second channel, KhaiosAfterDark, where I stream in the evenings after I'm done working for the day. That is also linked in the description. I hope to see you all later today during the stream. And here we are with the final version of the balloon. I'm very happy with how it turned out, and it was quite a fun stream. Thank you to everybody who showed up and gave some advice and feedback for this hot air balloon. I think it turned out fantastic. I'm really happy with it. The people on the stream are really happy with it, and I think our friend here, the guide, seems pretty happy with it too. At the very least, he's relatively safe. So there is another thing that I did on the live stream. Calm down. No, it's not chopping trees. Calm down. Let's go ahead and pull out Chester here. So on the live stream, I went to the coast and gathered enough of these goblin battle standards to summon 2 groups of friends. I'm not going to do it right this moment because I don't want to bring them here for, you know, obvious safety reasons. So what I want to do is create a nice area to call them to, and I'm thinking about doing that at this desert. But before I do that, there are some materials that I need for this particular build, specifically from the party girl. Currently we have a grand total of what? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 NPCs. And I need to get 14 to get the party girl to move in. And we are currently sitting at 22.37%. So if I get this up to 25% for the bestiary, then I can get both the cat and the dog, and then we wait for the traveling merchant, and that'll be enough NPCs to move in the party girl. Or we could head off underground and check out one of these spider caves and try to find the Stylist. And with the death of this man-eater, it should put us at exactly 25%. Let's see here. 25.05. Fantastic. So we can now purchase the dog license and the cat license. I'm going to keep exploring for a little bit. We did get the Staff of Regrowth, which is fantastic. I'd like to get the mahogany leaf and wood wands if possible. It seems like I went down into the jungle at a bad place though, because I'm having to do a lot of digging. I'm not finding any large caverns. But after that, before we start the build, I do need to go find the Stylist. Or not. I guess we'll just go straight for the Stylist. I don't even know what that bunny blew up on. Probably a bat. Bats are the bane of my existence with this playstyle. Alright, there she is. Let's see if I could get to her on time. That skeleton's gonna make things a little bit slower. All I need to do is click on her. Nope. Yeah, nope. Got her. Okay, so it doesn't matter if she survives this or not. We got it. We got her. Alright. I'm gonna build some more houses. What I'm thinking about doing here is having some Hobbit style houses down here. We're gonna do some more landscaping with a pond over here. Maybe make some lotus plants. I think it's gonna look quite nice. Yes, we do make a good team. I had a bit of a live stream that I just ended right now. Just because, like I said, trying to get some extra content done. It's part of the reason why this video's been taking so long to make, but that's all right. During that live stream though, we went ahead and built the 2 NPC houses down here, and I'm very happy with how things have turned out here. So everybody that was on the stream giving some feedback and input, I really do appreciate that. So we have a bit of a cave house over here. We're going to be moving the zoologist into here so we can buy the licenses. How amazing would it be if right this second we get Shino the dog? That would absolutely tickle me. If our very first dog happened to be Shino. I've had people tell me that they get their first dog is Shino. I have not had that happen to me. I would love it to happen. We'll see if it does. We should have enough NPCs that the party girl will then move into this house right here. This is temporary. I'm going to be doing a little bit of an abandoned mine shaft over here, stretching it out over the next couple of episodes, and this is going to be a mine shaft going down and the very start of my elevator, because right now my way of getting down to the underworld is just very windy. It takes forever and I often die along the way. It'd be nice to just have one path straight down. So I think I'm going to head into the underground desert, grab a bunch of scarab bombs and use those to make this job a heck of a lot easier. Unfortunately, we did not get Shino the dog our very first attempt. We ended up with Monroe, which is, it looks like a lab. Don't worry, we will find a way to get Shino the dog. You might not like what that means, but we'll see. Let me know in the comments if you think that I should go about actually trying to get my dog. If not, we'll stick with Monroe and we'll be happy with it. But I'm gonna get some more fossils while I'm down here, and then we're gonna head out, make some scarab bombs, and start our elevator. Our elevator is complete, and I decorated a portion of it just until we got to the underground background, and this wouldn't have natural light in it. So it's just the same pattern all the way down here. It's just repeating, nothing too fancy. But we also had the party girl move in during that time. So we're gonna go over here and purchase a few things, starting with the party center. So that way we can make this a party immediately. And then we're going to purchase some of each of these silly balloons so that we can duplicate these. I think it'd be funny to also have a lava lamp, maybe a plasma lamp. These all feel like things that would probably fit pretty well. And now that we have that purchased, we could turn the party off. We'll grab the party center, and we're going to also make some walls out of these and duplicate stuff. So I'm going to get all of these blocks and walls researched, then we're going to jump over to the desert over here, and we're going to be building the desert pylon. And here we are with a fairly decent looking gas station, I feel like. I built a little bit of an RV here for the arms dealer to hang out in. The nurse has moved in here, so we should be able to purchase, there we go, the desert pylon. I'm not sure exactly where I want to stick it yet. I want to do some more environmental work around here. That should be close enough to use. I haven't actually set up the forest one yet, so we could test that out in a bit. But also some things will be changing in here eventually. Right now all of these blocks are solid, so it's kind of annoying to get around, including this truck here. But once we defeat Skeletron, all of this will be actuated. This truck will look a heck of a lot better in the darker brown, and we'll be able to walk in and out of here freely. I also want to do something about the underground section here where it's not so flat. I have to set up a graveyard and get some hardened sand wall, and I think that's what I'm going to do down there. And I also need to go over here and get rid of some of these cactus, make Lucy very happy, and shape this a fair bit so that it's just not a solid wall of sand. So all of that's probably going to come in another episode. I'm thinking about summoning the goblins right now though, just to see how it goes. You know what? Why not? All right, here we go. One goblin friendship standard. And we're just gonna go straight on back over here to the desert and let's summon them. Here they are. Hello, friends. Not very friendly friends. All right, so goblins, this should be fairly straightforward. I'm far more worried about the goblin army in hard mode, but right now should be walk in the park as long as I don't drop an explosive bunny friend on my own face. I don't know if the NPCs will survive, but we already purchased the pylon, so that's a-okay. And look at that, we're already 10% of the way through. I'm not really hoping to get anything out of this per se, except for obviously the goblin tinkerer, the goblin tinkerer himself. So I'm not looking for any loot or anything like that. I won't be using the spiky balls because they're considered throwing weapons and they're not really friends per se. Let's get out of here before they make their way over. Oh wait, it's an event. I can't do that. Close the map. Get out of here. Run. I forgot. Okay, I don't know how I feel about pylons not working during events. I probably should have set up a bed over by the desert because this was inevitable, right? I guess I could fight some of them along the way. But yes, explosive bunnies, definitely the most dangerous thing to me. I am in danger by my own friends. So if you're wondering why I've left these doors open, I figured that I was going to be summoning this invasion anyway, and since, as I mentioned in my previous video, we know that not only every goblin can open doors, but the peons themselves break the doors down entirely, and I didn't want to have to worry about replacing them. I don't really care if these NPCs survive the army or not, so I figured I'd just leave those doors right on open. How did those 2 peons not take any damage from those explosive bunnies? That's a little suspicious, game. Oh, that was close. I thought, and that one also was close. And that was just not close. I didn't expect to get knocked into the bunnies that I just dropped there. So the 2 where I made a mistake, I happened to survive, and the one where I just get knocked into it, I died. Of course, explosive bunny friends. That was incredibly close. I still might end up not surviving here. That nurse, like, tried talking to her, but then the arms dealer's like, you want to deal with me, right? And I'm like, no, I don't want to. Do you see what's going on? Do you think that I want to buy stuff right now? Wow. That one shot me, but not the NPC. 3 deaths to this army, and none of them are from the goblins. Only a few more percent left to go. Let's see if I can actually survive it to the end. 5 more. There we go. And our goblin friends have been kicked out for being rude. Well, they survived a heck of a lot better than I did, for sure, which is nice. It's good to know. I'm going to go ahead and shut these doors. And that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. I hope you all have enjoyed it. We've accomplished quite a bit. We've built 2 new houses down here, a elevator all the way down, the hot air balloon for hippies, the gas station for the goblin army, and to have our first pylon set up. Yeah, everything is coming together rather nicely. I'll look for the Goblin Tinkerer at the beginning of the next episode, and I have some plans to do a little bit more building, probably including some of the exterior area of the desert. But before I go, I wanted to thank my biggest supporters for the month: Matt Dragon, Nate Wiley, Dragon Rider, Hippie3, Duke Samron, and Nick Peasley. Be sure to follow my channel artist, MythicalWater. Her channel is linked in the description below. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll catch you all later. Happy building.